Direct Economic Solutions presents Procurement Placement and Tracking Mechanism for the Ministry of Interior Affairs of the Government of Afghanistan. Does your purchasing department feel like this? Are there hundreds of suppliers coming to your office every day? Does every document have to be stamped and signed tens of times? Is the ministry losing revenue? Are goods being delivered and recorded accurately? Time to change. With the Direct Economic Solutions Procurement Placement and Tracking Mechanism, you will be able to do all of the following. Pre-register all preferred government suppliers. Create requests for proposals, RFPs, in minutes. Inform all suppliers of RFP at the same time. Compare all bids easily on one screen. Send and view all messages from the same dashboard. Request supplemental information from suppliers. Cross-reference delivered inventory with bids. Flag all discrepancies automatically by the system. Transparently track all processes. Reduce all fraud and corruption to 0%. Save time, save money. Let's look at the dashboard and how we can create a request for proposal. First, create the request. Give it a name. Set the deadline for submissions. Write the description for the proposal. Create a list of items if necessary, or download the list from a spreadsheet. You can also attach any necessary documents such as standard specifications. Invite suppliers to bid on the request for proposal. Add additional questions for potential suppliers. Make the RFP public or keep it internal to the ministry. Set the currency. It could be in dollars or it could be in Afghanis. Set the expected budget. Submit the request for proposal. The entire process will take less than 10 minutes. All bids will only be made visible once the deadline for submissions is reached. Now let's look at the screen once submissions have been received. You can compare the bids received. You can see differences instantaneously on your dashboard. You can view bids in more detail. You can also see messages from suppliers and answer them if necessary. You can compare the bids in very high detail. You can also see company profiles in detail. For suppliers to be able to bid on requests for proposals, they must first be registered with the Ministry of Interior Affairs. To do so, they must provide all necessary documents, such as business registration, bank statements, deposits held, standard certificates, etc. Once they have completed the process, we will provide them with a password to be able to access the bidding portal. Registration will have to be renewed on an annual basis. To reduce fraud and corruption to 0%, all bids will only become visible once the deadline has been reached. Each bid will have complete details and a final value. The purchasing officer confirming the chosen bid will be registered by the system to ensure accountability. Once a purchasing officer has chosen a particular bid, his or her decision will have to be confirmed by his or her superior. Any contract over $50,000 can only be confirmed by the head of department. Once the bid has been accepted and paid for, the warehouse will do a blind and independent audit of goods supplied. If there is a discrepancy, it will be flagged. There will be no cash in the entire process, as all bids will be paid for by bank transfer and can therefore be tracked and audited. Ministry offices will be clutter-free. The entire process will be digitized without the need for unnecessary paperwork. Ministry staff will be happy, stress-free, and far more productive. The ministry will save millions of dollars. Suppliers are also happy as they spend less time on bureaucracy and more time on their business.